Hey my loves, welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Baby, I'm here with the message. The message comes from the TV show King of the Hill. And the episode where God started speaking to me, Bobby he wanted to buy something. And he's asking his dad, Hank, to write a check and get it for him. Hank is like, wait. I can't just write a check and get whatever I want. And even, like he's trying to explain to him how money works. And Bobby's not understanding. So they end up going to a game. While they're there, Hank ends up getting him a job. Some of y'all may remember this episode, okay? And while he got this little job, the boss is absolute just terrible. He's garbage. He is a terrible boss. He is very mean, very nasty towards Bobby. He is, treating him as if he's a slave instead of like an employee. He doesn't pay him. And by the end of the day, every day he owing him more and more and more and more instead of him getting paid for his services. Bobby goes home after his first day at this job telling his father what happened and how terrible it was. And Hank is like, you're just mistaking it because you're spoiled and you think everything's supposed to be given to you and this, that. Not even listening to his son. Not even checking out what's really going on. Not even putting forth any effort to think, wait, maybe this ain't the job for him. I'm thinking about how Bobby said he wanted to take a cooking class. And Hank was like, well, you'll be able to take that cooking class after he gone. You know what I'm saying? That, like, when it really come down to it, I get it. I know that some people are very conservative, but it ain't nothing wrong with a little boy going to a cooking class. It is nothing wrong with a man knowing how to cook. Because, baby, it's much better to know how to do something and not need to than for it to be a situation where you sitting around scratching your head and just throwing stuff together. Because I have seen it, and, baby, Anywho, later on in this episode, Hank goes to one of the racetrack games that he was working at, and he sees that Bobby's boss is forcing him, telling him he needs to walk across the track while they are racing, and he nearly gets hit. That he finally realizes that ain't a good job. I'm going to get to it, but I feel like, first of all, it shouldn't take all that. If you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take all that. And I understand that at certain stages of life, children need discipline. But after you reach a certain age, ain't no more discipline needed. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? This episode was abuse. That was abuse. This man was working children like slaves. About to put a child in the middle of cars going hundreds of miles per hour. And his father sat back after he told him over and over again, he don't like that, he don't like that, he don't like that job, he don't want that job. He ignored him. Now, when you are underage, you ain't got no choice. When you are an adult, you have all rights to choose what you want to do with your life, and can't nobody make you do nothing else. And if you keep telling them over and over and over again and they ain't trying to hear it, God said sometimes you can show somebody more than you can. And that's just what it is. The scripture comes from 2 Samuel 22:5. The waves of death swirled about me. The torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I called out to my God. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came to his ears. The earth trembled and quaked. The fountains of the heavens shook. They trembled because he was angry. So here's the message. God said he is not the kind of parent that is going to sit back and see his child in distress. See his child going through it. See his child like, even if it's a situation, it don't have to be a situation where you working somewhere and your boss is just absolutely terrible. It could be a situation where your own parents is doing you the way Hank was doing Bobby. He steady said, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. And Hank just don't want to listen. And when you a child, you ain't got no choice. But when you grow, And that's the truth, because I done had so many, y'all don't even understand how many people keep, well, we got to find you a job. We got to find stuff for you to do. I have a job. I don't need you to find me another job. I have a job already. I'm doing the job that God wants me to. And then in reality, what else can I do when my knees are not good and my feet are not good? This is it. Here we are. Hello. And I'm blessed and highly favored that, you know what I'm saying, God chose me. I am. I'm very appreciative. I like beyond. But you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, it is very frustrating when somebody is trying to call someone like me lazy, when in reality, where am I going? I can't even walk for a long period of time. I got to find a seat. If I'm going out somewhere, I don't go to places where they don't have no seats, because I can't stand up all night. I know it. I haven't been able to dance in a good minute. And that's just me being real. So I don't know what would make anybody bump their head and think to themselves that, oh, I'm just sick of her doing this and that and that. Like, there is no other job. There is, like, what else am I supposed to do except carry on with the business that I have and the opportunity God has put in front of me? And that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. And you know what I'm saying? I know I could, there are certain other options, but in reality, from my perspective, the only other option I would have is being on disability. Like, that's really the only other option I would have. And I feel like the same very people that want to call me lazy for working for the little coins that I do get would call me lazy for sure if I was sitting at home on disability all day. I do have a job. I am working. What's the problem? It ain't like I'm on here showing my body, showing my, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm on here and I'm doing something negative or I'm doing something bad. In reality, I come on here glorifying God every day. It's my birthday month and I still got up to glorify God. I dug out my little merchant, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I just feel like people that feel some kind of way about that, it's something wrong with their heart. Because in reality, if it was the other way around, I would be happy to see somebody that felt as if everything was over and they can't do this and they can't do that. And instead of giving up, you still kept going. Instead of giving up, I have taught myself how to walk twice by myself. I taught myself how to walk again twice. I picked myself back up multiple times. And when you really love somebody, you don't want to see them down. And to be honest, any other kind of job that I could possibly have, I wouldn't even be able to work there. They're going to be mad at me. They probably going to fire me immediately. Like the last job I had, the only way I was able to work there is because she let me sit down. Because guess who can't walk around and stand up on her feet all day? And that's just what it was. And she didn't like it. Some of the customers, you know what I'm saying, even though I know that some of them were just prejudiced in general. But, they, you know, well, she was sitting down. She was sitting down. And you know what I'm saying? She come to me and I be like, I'm going to be real. If you can't take me sitting down, I'm going to have to quit. I can't stand up all day. And that's the end of it. That's just where it is. And it ain't a situation where I'm lazy, because I used to walk a mile a day that way. I used to work 2-3 jobs that way. Hard work. I used to transfer patients out the bed by myself that way. So it ain't a situation where I'm lazy. It's a situation where I was in multiple car accidents. Both my ankles are messed up. Both my knees messed up. This is it. Glory to God that He gave me a position, a job where I can literally work for a living and I'm not just mooching off the government. God says sometimes people don't see it the way that he do, but that's okay. Sometimes it is what it is, and that's okay. And I know a lot of people will come on here, they don't really know me, they just see me, people that just meet me and they ask me what I do, they think that I just got it so easy, and don't know I worked my tail off before I got here. It wasn't always just easy for me. And it's just like, I know when you on the outside looking in, that's what it looked like. But see, not only did I work hard, but I still have to deal with people that are dry, trying to push whatever narrative onto me and getting upset and angry when it ain't true. That's not my problem. I'm not finna be who you want me to be. I am not arrogant. I'm not cocky. I'm not mean. I'm not nasty. And I don't care if anybody is upset about it, because it turned out not to be true. Maybe you should have took out the time to get to know me before you started lying on me and trying to put whatever narrative onto me, regardless to what it is. I know a lot of people, they will look at you and they'll remember such and such from high school, this person from there, this person from that and the third, and assume, oh, they got to be just like them. I am not, because whoever is not me and I'm not them. Whatever they reacted to the way that you did, baby, that's not how I'm going to react. Whatever it is they did you, I ain't do that. And I ain't finna be punished for something I ain't do. It's not going to be a situation where somebody is just going to bully me, because that's what I do not deal with bullies. I don't tolerate it at all. At all. At all. I will turn into the bully. I will. Because you're not finna just pick on me. And I ain't do you nothing. I don't go around messing with people. I don't go around causing problems. I am sweet as pie. And that's just what it is. I mind my business, and that's it. And it shouldn't be a situation where, just like in this show here, all Bobby was trying to do was work in peace. He was trying to make his own money, and his own, the boss was being a jerk to him. And he realized this job ain't gonna be for me. And I just feel like it's that kind of vibe. And this is somebody that's so mad that you don't want to take this job, that it may very well be a situation where they trying to take your life, because that's what David is talking about in the scripture. He said, the waves of death swirled about me, the torrents of destruction overwhelmed me, the cords of the grave coiled around me, the snares of death confronted me. Like, you have to literally be insane to be so angry that somebody don't want to take the job that you think they should have, that you want to take their life. And you think that God is going to allow you to do that. And this person had told you over and over and over again, that ain't the job for them. God said he could show you better than he could tell you. Because it shouldn't be a situation where you sitting around mad, angry, upset. You want to make up rumors. You want to do this, spread lies, and you want to do this. And now you go, like God said, that's crazy now. Just the way in this episode, Hank was sitting, like he was on the phone, and he tell the person, oh, don't worry about it, Bobby. He's just this, that, and the third, and it'll be fine. It was not okay. It was not fine. And any parent that truly love and care about their child will take out the time, effort, and energy to see what they talking about real quick. You wouldn't just be laughing off no serious matter. And you know what I'm saying? That's why me personally, anybody laughing about what I just went through, I feel like you were up to me. Because how is it funny that somebody was trying to break in my hotel room? How is it funny my ex was beating on me? How is it funny he was trying to take my life? That ain't funny. And if you find it funny, you just as wicked as he is. And that's just real. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's the message. God said he see things differently. It's not going to be a situation where you steady telling him, this ain't working, this ain't working, this ain't working. And he just going to be like, oh, well, figure it out. No, he going to make a way out of no way for you. He'll change things up for you. He gonna switch some stuff around for you. When that wasn't working for me no more, and he just insisted on putting the tool to my head, God said it's time to go. And he made a way for me. Because that's how he wrote, that's how he moved, that's how he rocked, that's how he. God said it's not gonna be a situation where somebody is just gonna be trying to force you to accept some nonsense. No, I'm not finna accept the fact that my man is abusing me and treating me nasty so he can go and be in somebody else's face. Then he needs to go over that in. And since he refused, it's time for me to go. And God made a way out of no way for me. Because what wrong did I do there? Nothing. Why in the world would I be still there? That's ridiculous. If, you know what I'm saying, my family won't remove him and the cops won't remove him. Well, golly gosh darn, it's time for me to remove myself. And that's just what it is. No, I'm not looking for him. I sure ain't finna go nowhere that I know he gonna be. I sure don't want to see him. I sure don't want to run into him. And if I did, I'm walking the other way because he already betrayed me now. He has already showed me his hand. And it ain't nobody that's gonna come and try to make me feel as if I'm tripping or I need to. No. He already showed me his horns. He showed me his horns. And in reality, it don't even make sense that I survived his horns. But God. And once again, God said he don't move like, you know what I'm saying, Hank was moving in this episode here. It's not going to be a situation where you coming to him like, man, I think something ain't right. Something ain't right. And he gonna be like, well, you just gonna have to get over it. Nah, he said, well, we gonna get you up out of that then. That's the message. That is the message. God said he will save you every time. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Baby, if you would like to bless your girl for my birthday, you can use my website, Starscartel.com, my Chime $Starscartel, or my Zelle Janelle33@gmail.com. I love you guys to bits and pieces. Oh, yeah, my Amazon wish list, y'all. I love you guys to bits and pieces, and I'll see you later. Deuces.